Hello nieces, hello nephews, it's your Uncle Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do unbiased price action analysis, and we finally cleared my 1.5 Fibonacci extension level at that 437. Finally got a daily chart, a daily candle close above that. You guys can see, a couple of times in the past week we have tested that 437 level. You'll see it a lot more on this 30-minute chart here. This is a 30-minute chart. That red pinkish line right there, 437, had a few rejections and battles there, but at the end of the day we finally closed. And yes, I will be talking about this pattern, but as far as the daily chart go, we got a daily chart close above that Fibonacci level. That is a breakout. All right, but let's go to the smaller time frame, 30-minute chart. This is the chart that I use. 15 to 30-minute chart is what I use to watch the intraday movement, and what I base a lot of my analysis, my intraday analysis on Discord, is based on this chart right here. Now, there's a lot of people talking, right, in the community about the SPY's direction. Some people believe that we could get a lower high, all right, and then and I think there's some people who believe we could go back to back and test June high, okay? And I believe I said that to you guys yesterday. If we can clear 437, which we did today at the end of the day, we can possibly go back and test the June high. However, guys, now that we got more context with the price action, we got a new pattern that formed. You guys can see here we broke out of that falling wedge, and now look what we got. From falling wedge to rising wedge. All right, now I always say I am a sheep and we should be following the price action unbiasedly. And I also said I had a lean. If we clear 437, we could go back and test June high. All right, now that is my theory. That is my lean. However, keep in mind, I am a trader at the end of the day. I am not a fortune teller. If it goes and break 438.5, break above this falling wedge tomorrow, that'll be a good sign that we can possibly, first of all, fill this gap in that we had back in June 16th. And if that clears, then we can talk about June high. All right. So I'm going to follow the price action. As long as above 437, I'm bullish because that's a breakout. But we need to see follow through with the breakout of 438.5. Break out this rising wedge. Okay? And then hopefully my general lean will come true. But if it does not come true, guess what? I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to, cater to my fragile little ego. Oh, it didn't come true. I'm not going to bag hold. All right? And if you guys want to make fun of me, go ahead. One of my Discord members, Auntie Chada, she makes fun of me every damn day. That girl makes fun of me. It's all good. Can't take yourself too serious. But the most important thing is we follow the price action, because at the end of the day, that is what sheeps do. We're good followers. We're skillful followers of the price action. All right? So like I said, we got a rising wedge here. If we want more upside and go test the June high like Uncle is thinking, we're gonna have to break out 438.5. That is where I would enter longs, and I would favor more upside for the gap fill around 439.5, 441.5. That's a fib level, my 1.618 fib level. And then if that clears 441.5, we can go test June high around 443.9ish. Okay, one level at a time, level to level style, no greed. Okay, now as far as for the people that believe that we can possibly get a lower high here, I believe that this rising wedge could definitely be a good guidance to us and help us indicate if we will get a lower high or not. And what I mean is, if we break down this rising wedge, which is around 437, that will be bullish, and that will be a good sign that we're probably going down lower and we got a lower high put in. All right, so based on this rising wedge, and also based on the 1.5 Fibonacci level, my 437 level, okay? That's a area of confluence, okay? It's a support level based on more than one reason. So it's a big support level, especially when it has more than one reason. So fib traders And pattern traders that will be watching that 437 level. That means possibly more participants. If that break down, more people could get either stopped out or be looking to short. So potentially more participants. So below 437, guys, bearish. All right, I will be looking to short. I don't care. I said if 437 clears, I favor June high. All right, I will freaking inverse myself. I will freaking trade against myself if I have to, because at the end of the day, I'm just following the price action. All right, it's not about what I think. It doesn't matter what I think. What matters is what the chart is showing and what the price is doing, and we just gotta follow it. All right, so below 437 is bearish, above 438.5 is bullish. Okay, breakdown of the rising wedge is below 437, breakout is above 438.5. all right, if we break down 437, 436 to incoming with 434.5. You can see this yellow line is served as, resistant and as support. 434.5 fail, guys. That's a big win for the bears. All right. So yeah, I hope this can serve you guys well for tomorrow. This rising wedge. Triple Q. Yeah, also pretty choppy day. It could not clear. You guys see right here, yeah, Wednesday and Thursday, Triple Q battled at that 366 level. That's my white line. Could not break it down, and today it just pretty much chopped. All right, pretty much chopped. I have this blue trend line here that you guys can see. Could be forming a bear flag or something like that. Maybe a bear flag, but definitely breakdown of that. If this trend line tomorrow is at 362. So below 362 is bearish with 360 in play. Below 360 would be a false breakout of this falling wedge. So below 362 and 360 would be very bearish. That would be our indicator to be bearish if those levels fail, with 357.5, 356, and 354 in play. Now we're seeing all this selling pressure from that 366 zone, okay? First resistance at 364.8 and then 366. If you're a build, that level must clear. Otherwise, we could go back and test this trend line around 362. We'll see if it bounces from there. But if not, and it breaks down, that's bearish. But overall, whether it touched that trend line or not, 364.8 and that 366 level must clear to cancel the selling pressure, okay? And that's when I will be bullish with 368 and 370 in play. IWM definitely showed more follow through, but look what it ran into, the 61.8 fib level at 187, okay? If it wants more follow through, if it wants a higher high, okay, you guys see this uptrend? It says May 3rd, okay? If it wants a higher high, and this back in late June right here, June 26th and stuff, for that to be a higher low, we need to see that 187 clear, and we're likely to go for a higher high, maybe up to 192.4. But if 187 continues to reject, because it defended today, if it continues to reject, I will trust it. If it breaks below 184.5, I would short with 183.3 and 181.8 in play. All right, below 183, I'll be very bearish on IWM. Possibly we'll go lower to 179.6 and lower. Okay, maybe we'll fill the gap fill, but it'll start with a breakdown of 184.5 and 183.3. Okay, otherwise look to long above 187. Tesla. Yeah, it's pretty much sloping. Choppy day for Tesla. Pretty much sloping. This pink trend line up, sloping to the upside, okay? It did not clear the 358 level. 258 level that I got. That's one of my Fibonacci level at 258. Couldn't clear that today. But look where it bounced off this pink trend line. So if it wants to bounce, show follow through. 258 must clear tomorrow. 258 must clear. That's when we'll look to long with 261-ish and 265-ish in play. All right, potential inverse head and shoulder forming. All right, that's a potential inverse head and shoulder forming. This could be the left, this could be the head, this could be the right trying to form. All right, either way, if it clears 258, that would be bullish. All right, now if it breaks down 256.5, could be short-term bearish coming down to 252 and 250 level. All right, at that level, 250, bulls definitely want to hold. If it doesn't hold, likely this is not an inverse head and shoulder. We're likely going to be heading down much lower, at least tested a previous low around 238 maybe. All right, but it needs to break down 256.5, 252, and 250 to be very bearish. Otherwise, watch for the breakout at 258. Apple's still looking bullish, still continuing to be bullish no matter how many people want to get this thing to pull back. You know, it would be nice if it did pull back, not gonna lie. You know, I like charting. I also really like charting healthy looking charts. This disturbs my eye, man. But no, you know, we can't argue with the price action. 188.4 is support. That's my 1.236 fib level. I will only short this Apple if we get a false breakout. If 188.4 fail, and I'll play it level to level down to 187. Leave a runner maybe down to 183.5. All right, 183.5 is based on the orange trend line. This unhealthy, very steep trend line. All right, as long as above it, bulls are in control. It is what it is. But if it finally breaks down, I would love to short the hell out of this stock. All right, and that doesn't mean I'm bearish, but it will be one hell of a shorting opportunity if we finally break down this trend line and give us some type of healthy retracement. All right, guys, it's starting. You know, look at it. Look at toppy here. But we just gotta wait for that right setup. Don't call it top. Wait for the false breakout setup. All right. Otherwise, if it stays above 188.4, you know, we got resistance at 190. If 190 clears, we could possibly go up to test 196, and then maybe we'll finally pull back. Keep in mind, Apple is not a very volatile stock, so a move up to 196 will probably take it a week or two, maybe longer. All right, just unbiasedly reporting the action, guys. The end of levels. Meta, very nice trade with Meta today, and I mentioned to you guys to be bearish on Meta below 284. A little decent drop down to 280.7-ish low. As you can see, my green trend line tested as resistance, support that 280.7 level. And again today, if that breaks down, 280.7, look to short with 279 in play based on his blue trend line. Below 279, I would be bear bias. As of right now, Meta need to recapture 282, 284, 285.7 and clear 287 to be bullish. That's a lot of work. Bulls got a lot of work for Meta right now. Yeah, above 282 and 284, bullish. Got this downtrend line, breakouts at 287. But below 280.7 is bearish for the short term, but a breakdown on this trend line right here would be extra bearish. All right. NVDA, amazing stock, guys. I tell you, once again, I just love to trade this stock. It's a money-making stock. It's like a slot machine. I wrote in my trade idea here, 8:45 a.m. Battling my downsloping orange trend line. You guys see that? The orange trend line. It's battling in the pre-market. Breakout levels at 415.5, and if it clears, very bullish with, you know, higher price targets in play. If NVDA rejects here, I need to see 414 or 412 fail as support to put lower targets in play. I don't like to enter shorts or puts from direct from resistance. I like to see a false breakout. And, well, look at that. It's not the most volatile day for NVDA, but even a regular, not that volatile day for NVDA is better than SPY lately. Look at that, where it opened. Strong rejection from that orange trend line. You can't make this stuff up. Strong rejection. Broke down 414. Broke down 412. Went as low as 406. Many targets were hit intraday, guys. Holy moly. If you traded this, how much money would you guys have made? If you took Uncle Charles' trade idea this morning, how much money would you have made? I don't know. I know how much I made, but, you know, doesn't matter unless I can help others, okay? So check it out. Here is the plan. Here is the plan. We got a strong rejection from that downsloping trend line. That's bearish, my friends. Look to short below 406.7, 404, and 404.5. All right? Now, if we look at this downtrend that we had since June, mid-June, you know, lower highs, lower low type of stuff. Can we go for that lower low? The last low was at 396.5. This is a juicy move, guys. Whether we go for a double bottom or a lower low, they're both pretty good tradable moves in my opinion. So remember, 406.7 and 404.5, those are support. If below those, bearish, look to short with 42.7, 401, 399, and then 396.5 in play. Now, if you are bullish and you want to see some upside, I need to see 409.5, 412 recapture, and maybe, just maybe tomorrow, we can break out this orange trend line, okay? Keep in mind, this is a down sloping trend line, and that market in the morning tomorrow, the breakout is at 412. So if you are a bull on NVDA or a sheep on NVDA, you want to play some bullish setups, that breakout of 412 will be one hell of a longing opportunity. Okay, it'll be a textbook breakout of this downtrend line to end the downtrend. But otherwise, if that doesn't happen, we're still in a downtrend since mid-June. Watch for the breakdowns of those support levels, all right? Netflix, look like Netflix is trying to put in a lower high here. Okay, you guys see this blue line, that's my fib level. Tested it. All right, that's around 437.2-ish. It tested it on Wednesday, strong rejection. Tested it today, strong rejection. Can't make this stuff up. Y'all see it with your own eyes. All right. Now, if this is a lower high, we need to see 426.6 fail tomorrow. 426.5, excuse me. That's my 1.5 Fibonacci level. 426.5. Tested it as support today. But if it breaks down, we get a close below it, at least the 30-minute chart or higher, that will be very, very bearish. We could be going for a deeper correction here on the Netflix. All right. Look to short below 426.5 with 423, gap fill at 417 and 415-ish in play. I think it could break lower than 415. And Discord members, I'll have levels out for you guys in the morning. But that's the level I have for you guys right now, 415. If it breaks down 415, very bearish. All right. But either way, that's a good tradable move. About $11. Yeah, below 426.5 bearish. If it recaptures 432, that's when I would be bullish. It needs to clear 437, 438 zone though. Got a lot of selling pressure from that zone. Above 438, I'd probably be a little more bullish and favor more upside. Okay, here is the VIX. Still being boring. Still not showing much follow through on anything really. Just chopping around, chopping around. Yep, levels are still the same. 14.6 needs to break out to be bullish. 13.3 needs to break down to be more bearish. As of right now, it's just chopping. Let's look at the VVIX. Forgot to cover this yesterday. VVIX moves a lot better than the VIX. I'll tell you that. All right, and you can see we got a big breakdown on the VVIX. Amazing. It broke down to 78.6 fib level right here at 85.9. So as long as below 85.9, stay bearish on the VVIX. We could go test 82.3. If we recapture 85.9 or 88.6, that would be bullish. False breakdown setup, put it 90, 92.5, and 95 back in play. All right, guys. Now let's go to the dark pool. Yeah, 1.6 billion in premium at that 436 level. Very interesting, that 436 level for SPY. Okay, I actually wrote that 436 level this morning for the SPY. First resistance at 436, then 437. Told the group to to long. And I wrote it right here. SPY clearing the 436 level here to put higher targets in play. It worked out pretty decent. And it's good to see that that level was also a dark pool order. All right. But yeah, if you're a tier 3 member, you would know this. But if you're not, all good, because I tell you guys right now for free. SPY filter for 500k premiums or above as usual. 74% in the puts. Does this thing ever go bullish? Nothing that sticks out. I tell you, when it go bullish, that's when I'll really notice it. But it's always bearish. QQQ bearish. IWM. Whoa! IWM is actually bullish. Amazing. What's next? Apple. 78% in the puts. Still bearish. NVDA. 52% is a mixture here, but overall bullish. Not much contract, only 1,087, 1,008. What? Thought there'd be more with something like NVDA. Did I get Tesla? Tesla 81% in the calls for Tesla. And look at that, not that much contract, only 5,000 of the big money orders. Amazing. Not amazing, but you know what I mean. Netflix, nothing. And the VIX 100% in the puts. So useless, VIX. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to catch these level-to-level moves with Uncle Charters, please consider joining the Discord. I'd love to serve you guys at a deeper level. It's what I live for. Anyways, I'm going to end the video now. Peace.